Hello. I'm a minute early. There's frantic messages coming from Abby, who's in Scotland, saying she's not sure how good her connection is. And I'm just seeing if I'm here, if anybody can see me. Let's have a look. No. Where have I gone? Hello, hello. Hi Mal. I can't see myself yet, so I'm just... Very nice heart, Sonia, I've just seen on my Facebook page. No, why isn't it working? No, it's telling me I'm live at 9:30. I'm going to come out and go in again. So bear with. So it's a good job I started early, isn't it? So good morning everyone who's watching me. Hi Joe, hi Mel, Boradash and Mai. What is it? Sila Tadai Hapis Boroma, which means it's Father's Day today. Let's hang on, bear with a minute. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to see your comments. I can see you watching. Hi Janet. Hi Mrs. Tosh. Hello everybody. So let's go back on my Facebook page now. All I can see, I can't see myself at all I can see is Sonia's heart, so you have to bear with this morning. Hi Kim. Morning everybody. I don't know what's occurring, but I can't see myself. Just all I can see is live at 9:30, so it's going to be one of those days. Oops, I can just about see your comments on my phone, so we might have to just deal with that today. Why can't I see myself? Blinking Facebook. Hi Lynn. Hi everybody who's watching. So if you're just joining in, I can't get my laptop to see me on Facebook, so I can see some of the comments on my phone at the moment. So good morning. I've got lots to get through. I'm going to give the laptop one more go before I throw something at it to see if I can see myself. Hang on, so bear with, and then we'll get straight on with it. No, it doesn't want to see me on my laptop today. All I can keep seeing is Sonia's heart that she's just finished. So it's not playing ball for some reason today. So we'll just get straight on. I can see your comments on my phone. So hi Val. It's Three Amigos Day. Abby's up in Scotland. My laptop's not playing ball, so I'm going to throw something at it any second now. Let's get on. I've got a long list. If you're just joining, I can't see myself on the laptop. It doesn't want to play ball, so I'll try and see your comments on my phone. If I miss any comments, I'll catch up with you afterwards. Okay, so it's Three Amigos Sunday, and I'm going to get straight in with Kim DL Fabrics, which I think a lot of you have seen the cushion that I made yesterday. Yeah, so I'll show you the cushion that I put up yesterday. So here's the cushion that we did yesterday. So today, is that the right way up? Yeah. So today, in the week, I cut a load of more Kim DL fabrics up. So into the little charm packs and mini charms and candy bars. And I'd already done this stitchery again. And I thought I'll make it into a cushion. It's just so you can see what the fabrics look like. So let me stand up a bit. Gives you a better idea of what all the fabrics look like in the packs. So you can buy them individually. There's a few sets of the whole lot together. So it's the Kim DL fabrics. And I've also, while I'm on it, I've got 3 bags left of every single fat quarter in the range, which is £36 off. Should be 136 and it's £100, and I've got 3 of them left. So if you've got a kind hubby like Hilary has, or a birthday coming up, or an early Christmas present, I've got 3 of those big boys left. So that's those. So here's the cushion, and someone was asking in the week about what cushions look like in different colours. So I've done this in the Valdani red, the was it M34 or M43? M43 I think it is, the red one. Speaking of which, Valdani, I'll get onto a minute. That one was done, that's exactly the same panel done in my heirloom thread, and again exactly the same panel done in now what was this called, Flower Power threads. And while I was grabbing this to show you as a sample, I looked in it and I found a load of, I'd done all these up with a pattern on how to make the bag or a cushion, and I'd shoved them in the bag, and I thought it was just patterns in there, and I didn't realise I had them. So those are on the sale page. It's £6 for the pattern and the panel, and I've got about 13 of them left. Hi Eileen, hi Lish. So that's that. And while I'm talking about Valdani threads, Canada Post is off strike, so I've got more of the wildflower threads coming. And then next week I think they're going to post me some of the glittery threads. So if you're just joining in because I started early, Kim DL is now available in Charm Pack, Mini Charm and Candy Bar, and there are, hang on, 30, oh gosh, how many are there? There's 34 fabrics, so that's 68 in, yeah, 68 in a Charm Pack. So you'll need most of a Mini Charm if you want to make your cushion like that. And the bags of, those are the bags of the set of 3. There weren't many of those, but there's a few of those left on the website. I've got a list, checking my list. Just for today, there is a 3 Amigos discount code is live just for today, which is, that's what you would have to type in at checkout, 3 Amigos. Type in at checkout and press apply discount. That is only on non-sale page stuff, so if there's something else on the website you fancy and it's over £10, anything orders over £10, you'll get 13%, 13% discount, and you need to type that in. You get to checkout and there's a box that says coupon and you have to press apply code. So that's briefly that, so that's discount code. So while we're still on Kim DL and threads, I used a mini charm pack and made myself a little thing. So this is my little mini tumbler template, and I just sewed them all into rows of 5 into a long row, and I folded it in half, and I thought I was going to make a little runner, and I thought, do you know what happens if I fold it in half and make it into a basket? So the template for the base is off the little candy bar bucket bag thingy. So I used that template for the base, and it was just the right size. I had to fold it over a bit at the back. But I made myself a little thing to hold all my threads. Okay, so that shows you those Kim DL fabric things again. And while we're on that subject, I don't know what to do first. I've got so much stuff. I finished that last night as well. So I figured that is my new favourite thread. My new favourite Fred is not called Fred. He's S303. And he is on the way with my next order, so you can buy them individually soon. Hello Eunice. Sorry if you're only just coming in. Hi Sue. My laptop isn't playing ball. I can only see myself on my phone, so unless I stand up and I look like that, I can't see your comments. So that I've used to stitch that, and I used that on the wildflower one as well, and I thought that would look pretty, particularly pretty with these Kim DL fabrics again. Obviously if you wanted to make a cushion with this, you'd have to cut, this is a lot smaller than that panel, so you'd have to cut this down to probably 8.5 inch square, whereas this one's 10.5 inch square if you wanted to put the mini charms around that one. So that's another one I've finished, and I've made up, moving on swiftly, hang on, what am I on now? I have to keep checking my list. More Kim DL. Right, so the stitching folder, I have made up more kits of this, so there's a few more of these. There's about 8 of these left now, and I was thinking if you just wanted to get the pattern and you wanted some slightly different fabrics, if you bought the Kim DL candy bar, what would it look like? And you will have enough in the Kim DL candy bar because you don't need so many bits for the inside. So I made this up yesterday, so I've done the whole strip yesterday, just so you can see what it would look like in some different fabrics. So these are richer fabrics, not that much different to that, so it just shows you the difference. So if you bought the favourite stitching folder pattern and the Kim DL candy bar, you could use that. And then I've made up that will be the pocket piece to go inside, because I think I'm going to make it again for me. Just means I've got to do all that stitchery again, so that would be the pocket piece to go inside. And then I thought, what if you made it in the hatched and patched? So you know we had the hatched and patched a couple of weeks ago, Comments, I need your comments for this. If I make up a few kits in the Hatched and Patched and mix it with an off-white linen, that would be really pretty. And then you could use the, thank you Hilary, you can use some of your fabrics for that. You could use some of the pastel-y Valdani threads, which I meant to get out, but I haven't got them yet. Hang on. Well, that one might go, actually. That's out of the wildflower one. But there's a particular one, is it M38, which is very pastel-y colours. So that's what it would look like if you did it with the Hatched and Patched. You would need 2 of the Hatched and Patched candy bars, though, because I think there's only 40 odd of them in a pack. So you'd need 2 of those. So if anyone fancies a kit for that, I might make up a few kits with the off-white linen as well. I'm running out of the natural linen. What's the time? I'm running out of the natural linen. It's on order, but she said it's 3 to 4 weeks. So the kits that I've got at the moment, that's it. And there's no linen on the website because I've like literally got a couple of meters left if I want to make up some more kits with this. So that was with Kim DL. And again, still on Kim DL. I reckon that the colours are quite similar to that, so I thought they'd look quite nice in something like that. Was a Christmassy table runner, quite similar colours to some of the Kim DL fabrics, and that is made using the Crossroads template, which is, it's only £15 and you get a pattern and instructions for all sorts of things you can make, including that. So I thought, what would it look like in the Kim DL fabrics? So I started doing these yesterday afternoon, so that just gives you an idea. And I thought this time, instead of doing it random, I'm going to do it in blocks of 4, because you've got 2 of every fabric in there. So that's in the pinky colour. This is as many as I've done so far. So this is in, I was on a mission yesterday, linking braids, and that's the other colours. So I've done 4 of those as well. So that's as far as I've got. But that was an idea. More ideas for you, Hilary, with your big bag of Kim DL fabrics, of what you can do with it. So you always get 2 opposing variations when you make the Crossroads. So you see one's got green in the middle, one's got pink in the middle. And because there's 2 of every fabric, you get 4. So you can make blocks of 4. So I'm thinking that's maybe what I might do in my spare time. Okay, so that's that. So let's get on to a maths question, shall we? As usual, we've got a maths question, and the maths question is, how many pieces of Kim DL fabric have I cut up this week? And the answer is in thousands, and it's over 1,000 but under 10. So that's the maths question, and the maths question prize is the usual sort of scrappy bag, but they're actually long quarters. So I found these in the box of things to go in goodie boxes. So that's that side, and there's only 1 Christmas in it, the rest are like tone on tone neutrals, and then there's those Kath Holden-y fabrics on the other side. So that's your prize for the maths question. So guessing, yeah Chris, it is, lol, spare time. And also everybody who orders today will go into the draw to win my usual bag of something. So this bag of something's got like a little stitchery panel, there's a thread in there, yeah, and there's a red ball of thread, and there's a candy bar, and there's a charm pack in there. Yeah, I think that's it in there, something like that. There's a mini charm, oh, and there's a mini charm. There's a Lynette Anderson mini charm. So that's that. So those are the prizes for today. And just to remind you, if you're looking at anything else on the website that isn't on the sale page and you're spending over £10, just remember to put that in at checkout and press apply coupon. Okay, so people are guessing maths already. Right, where should we go next? Let's have a look at the list. Take a breath. Queen Bee. What else have we made this week? So Queen Bee fabric. So we had this up last week, and I know a lot of you have already got the packs. So the packs that are on there, it doesn't say on the website in case I ran out, but you've got the pack of the 6 fat quarters of the Queen Bee fabric. We'll have the little stitchery panel, so they've all got the little stitchery panel in. But now we have made, where is it? Oh, it's behind me. Hang on, let's put him away. Behind me, over here we go. So I made this week as well. So I've got, I'm not sure how many packs of the fat quarters are left, but they will all come with the stitchery panel which you need for to make this. Now you can get, somewhere under here is a pattern for this. If you could see my desk, I'll take a picture of it afterwards. This is the instructions for the Queen Bee folder, which I'll open out and show you in a minute. All the patterns, it doesn't say on the website, but all the patterns have got 2 little bee buttons in them. Okay, so the pattern is on the website. I haven't done kits because a lot of you have already bought the fabrics. So what I've done is I've put the pattern on, and I've put the yarn dye, packs of the yarn dye on as well. There's a link, when you look at the pattern, there'll be a link off that page to the yarn dye, which is in the middle. So let's try and open him up. So that's the front. So the front and the side panel are the same, and then the panel in the middle has got a star in a star, and then inside, so this is where the yarn dye comes in. It's I've used it for the lining for the pockets. So all of this came out of one of those bundles except for the pocket. Now there's enough bits left that you could have pieced the back for the pockets, but I just could not be bothered. So I thought, oh, I've got a bolt of that yarn dye, I'm going to use that. So it's my usual easy method of putting zips in, and then the star in the middle, in the inside, has got that little stitchery panel which you've got with your fat quarter packs. Okay, and I've used for that, I've used the Valdani thread, which is that more pastel-y one, which is in the box. This again is on its way, so if you want this, this is on its way from Canada. You can, there's not much of it left because I've used so much of it. So that's in, if you've got the wildflower set, it's in that set, but I've got some coming singly on the way from Canada this week. So that's what I've used. If I put it a bit closer, you can see the colour variations on that. Thank you, Chris. So that's that. Now to make this, I use the Easy Star templates. Now the pattern tells you the Easy Star method. So if you're thinking, oh, I want to do that Easy Star method, but I don't want to make that bee thing, well, get the pattern. The pattern will tell you, it's got how to make this, but it's also got all the methods of how I make the Easy Star templates. If you want to buy the actual templates, which make it a hell of a lot quicker to make, because otherwise, believe me, I would not be making it. So here's the templates. If you buy the templates this weekend, I will put that pattern in, and that pattern's like nearly £10. It's basically £10. So you will get, if you order these this weekend, if you haven't already got them, so there's 2 lots, there's a 12-inch and a 6-inch. So the 6-inch will fit inside the 12. So there's like 8 bits of template. I'm trying to hold this without it all falling out. So that's the Easy Star templates. So if you buy them this weekend, I will put that pattern in, but only this weekend. Other than that, you'll have to pay for that separately. But in with that, you get lots of instructions, and the instructions will tell you how to make a bag, a needle book. Obviously the Foxy table runner that we did the other week, hang on, that's over here, and this big quilt I made using those 6 and 12-inch templates. Okay, but if you buy the Busy Bee pattern, just follow the method in it and make up a load of star blocks, and then round the edge, because basically your star blocks are made of flying geese, so the flying geese around the edge are made using the easy method, and they're really quick to make. So it's a load of stars with the flying geese around the edge, and then I've put the 6-inch blocks in the corners. So 12-inch in the middle, 6-inch on the corners, and then flying geese all the way around. Okay, so that's Easy Star method of making stuff. And the folder keeps telling me you're watching, Lish. Right, let's go back to the list. So Easy Star, balls of thread. Oh, stitchery, oh, summer garden pattern. Right, okay, yeah, I've told you the Valdani threads are on the way, and then you'll be able to buy these. So the colours I've ordered singly, the green, if you're doing the wildflower stitcheries with me, the green is extremely useful and is used in every single one. So even if you've got the box of threads, you're going to run out of the green, and you're probably going to run out of the red. So I've ordered more stock of the red. It is M43, yeah. I've ordered more stock of the red, so you can buy some more of that. And I've ordered this one and this one. So they're short, so the variation is shorter, so they're good for these projects. And I think if I do the stitchery folder again, I'm going to use this one to do the stitchery. Just use that one with the Kim DL. Let me know, as I say, about this hatched and patched one. If any of you fancy kits, then I'll get some made up, okay, in that one. Because you will need 2 candy bars of that, and then I'll have to sort out the fabric, what fabric I'm going to put on the inside of the stitching folder for the pocket. Hang on, let's open it up just so you can see. There are kits left of this one, so I did some more yesterday. I think there's about 8 kits left of this one in this colourway. Okay. Talking of stitchery hearts, I've drawn some more up. You can't really get an idea from a drawing what it's going to look like, but I'll give you a sneak peek anyway. So there's a clematis, there is holly and ivy, so that'll be the second Christmassy one. So there's going to be holly and ivy. These are all at the printers. I'm hoping she can get them done this week. That's just similar to the stitchery on the stitching folder. And what else have we got? Oh, and a daisy. Because they're just red drawings, you really don't get much of an idea of what they're going to look like. So once I've stitched them up, then you'll get more of an idea. So when they come back, we'll have packs of those on offer. I'm not going to do a live next Sunday because I'm desperate for some time for me. I just don't seem to have stopped for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. But because we're rushed today, I might catch up with you in the week. If the stitchery panels come and stuff like that, if more stuff comes in stock, we'll have a catch up in the week. What else have I got on here? That's just the panels to show you. So, maths question. How many Kim DL fabrics have I cut this week? And it's between 1,000 and 10,000, and you will get a nice pack. I'm just going to try my Facebook page on the laptop again. You'll get a big bag of long quarters. Ah, there I am. It's working now. It's so random. Now I can see your comments. I need those new hearts. Thank you. Thank you. I can see all your comments now. So, answers to the maths question. A very large bag of long quarters. Lots and lots and lots. Random to anyone who's ordering today, which is now attached to several wires. Is this bag a stitchery cushion with Lynette Anderson fabric, pre-printed panel, a candy bar and charm pack. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. Hang on, see if I can direct you to the floor without everything collapsing on me. Down by there, I don't know if you can see on the floor, there is a humongous pile of fabric down. Hello, can you see me now?